What is up, guys? Team TBA with another video. Today I'm going to be showcasing the deck I took to Orlando, which is Gogeta Br. I really like the deck. It performed really well. The main deck, side deck wasn't all that optimal, but main deck wise, it was just great. Overall, I think this leader has a really good shot combating the current format with all these counterplays. So we're going to start off with the leader. We have Son Goku and Vegeta. They have the active main where you pitch a Goku BR or a Vegeta BR, and then you draw two, and then you may choose a card and add it from your life and add it to your hand. So it has Self-Awakening against like those Shenron matchups or against like Toa. It just builds up a lot of early hand advantage, and it sets you up with certain combos that we can do with this deck now with set 7. The Awakening is untap, draw one, and then once he awakens, his Awakening side is really strong because for two reasons. So he has, well, for one main reason, his active battle is you pitch any red card, and if you have two Goku Vegeta BRs, and then two Gokus, two Vegeta BRs, then you can resolve the effect. The effect is a pseudo minus kill zone, so like it prevents any counterplay or any counters that are 2 or more. So Champa the Trickstar, Vegeta the Cruel, Denial Hope, all those cards get shut down by the leader effect, all by just pitching a card, any red card. So you can pitch dead cards, like dead extra cards, and then activate it. It's really nice. So really good leader, solid, and we'll start with the main. So the first card is 4 of the Son Goku BR. Very standard. You just when you play him, you look at the top 3 and you add a Vegeta BR or a Beco, and then you put the rest in the bottom in any order. And then at the end of the turn, it goes back to your hand. What's really solid about these cards is that they're 10Ks that for 1 energy, and if they don't whiff, they are +1s since they go back to your hand. We play 4 of the 1-drop Vegetas, same thing as the Goku, but it looks for Goku BRs and adds a Beco, and it gets bounced to your hand. So overall, these are really good, like turns like 3 and 2 and 1. Next up, we played 3 of the 3-drop Vegeta and 3 of the 3-drop Goku. This is, you put it in rest mode. You look at the top side and you add you search for a Goku and you just play it, and then this one it gets like +10, and it's just really good. And at the end of the turn, they go back to your hand. What's really good about these is that they're 3-drops, so you can bring them back with Familia Bonds, which is it's not the optimal play, but it's a good option. Next up, I run 3 of the Beco. He's really good as a Familia Bonds target. Because being able to essentially +1 off of a card, and depending on if you can resolve the Familia Bonds fully, because we do run targets for it, it becomes essentially a +3. So it's really powerful. Worst case scenario, it's a free 15K beat stick. As long as you're not running against red, you should be fine. So it's just overall a solid card. I do tech in 1 of the Gogeta, the dash promo. This actually came up during my round 1 in my second game, where I played this for free, and my opponent had like a couple cards in hand, and I just wanted that extra insurance to look at their hand. And they didn't have negates, and I just ripped their super combo, and I just went in for game. It was really solid. Really good card because you can Familia Bonds if you want, or play it for free if you don't if you don't want to pay the energy. And just being able to look your opponent's hand and rip anything that's 35 or less is kind of decent. Double strike, it's nice. For a Gogeta package, this is like the main engine to the deck. Run 4 of the 6 drops. It unions for 4. You pitch 1 Goku, 1 Vegeta Br, and then you draw 2 as costs. So if you go up against some like hidden power of the Saiyans, and for some reason you just don't want to pitch the 2, you can just like, okay, draw 2 as costs, negate the summon, that's fine. Like it's decent. I mean, you obviously don't want to do that, but like it could come up. Like next up, 3 of the 8 drop Gogeta. This is like our main finisher. It's really good to like being able to clear your opponent's board because this retaps when it swings and its swing card's inactive. So like you can clear boards, and also you're running a red deck, so your negates clear cards as well, the smaller ones. So being able to play this by just pitching any 2 red cards, it doesn't even cost energy, which is insane. So you pitch any 2 red cards and you just play them for free, and then you just burn them for 2. So like really solid. A lot of people just forget about it, and then they go down to 2 against you, and then they just die. Next up, this is what I like to refer as my combo pieces, my main combo pieces. So I played 3 Digging Deep Vegeta, 1 SS3 Son Goku. So this is really good with Familia Bonds. Being able to combo defensively this card and on your opponent's turn 1 if you won the die roll, and then on your turn 2 Familia Bonds, and then bring back this, and then resolve Familia Bonds, grab 2 Dragon Balls, swing with this card, and take a life or 2 life, and then you plus even harder, and you're pressuring your opponent really hard. Absolutely insane. The SS3 is just like as another target, but like what you can do with this card is against Shenron, you can do the Digging Deep play, and then they're obviously not gonna remove it on turn 2. So on your turn 3, you can either hardcast this if you want, because Shenron just can't aggro you down, and then just have this on board, use his ability again. So you have like a leader that's 20, a SS3 that's 20, and two swings that are 25. So it's really solid. Also, it returns back to the hand, so you can loop it if you want. If you have multiple Familia Bonds, you can loop it. It's really good card. Really like it. Might bump it up to like another copy, but right now the 1 of has been great. Next up, we run 2 Napas. It's just it's a mean card. I love this card, but it wins me a lot of games because like my opponent is at 3 and I shotgun them. I have 4 energy open. I use leader ability, and they're like, "What are you doing? Like you got mirror? I have a whole bunch of negates. You can't do anything." And I tap 4 and play this, and they're like, "Counterplay?" And I'm like, "No, dude. Like you're shut down. Yeah, you lose now." So really solid card. The 1 SCR, useless because like either I was burning my opponent or aggroing them down. So by the time this was live, my opponent was dead or I was dead. So it just wasn't like helpful, but it's just an SCR that you can run, so why not? Like it's so good. It's also like a 10k, which couldn't matter like if you go up against like SS3 Scramble, like you can combo it off and not worry about it dying. The Sparking Super Combo, it's just the Sparking one's so much better because you're pitching off your leader, you're comboing cards, you're doing a lot of things, so like you'll fill up your drop area pretty fast, usually by turn 2. So really solid. 2 Unbreakables, just more defensive options while not losing hand advantage, really solid. Also like you can like pressure opponent. What I do a lot with this card is that on my turn 4, when I'm not awakened, I will swing. I will pseudo super combo, draw a card untap so I have 4 energy again, and then draw an additional card, and then use leader ability, give it double strike, and it has like 30 double strike. Is really good. It's so good, like defensively, but it could be used offensively. For my negates, I ran a really weird ratio on this, but I felt very comfortable. I didn't have any issues with my negates. The only maybe thing I would probably change is add 1 final guardian, because they're, you know, Kaoken's a deck, so like having just 3 different types of negates seems good. The final guardian you can use multiple times because you can use it 1 turn, and then next turn, their next turn when they're trying to kill you, you can use it again. So like you get 2 uses off of it. It's really good. But this is more of a controlled negate that I like to use, while this is more of a like I'm trying to survive and not waste energy. And then probably my weakest card was surprisingly Denial Hope. Denial Hope just didn't do anything at this tournament. I didn't play anything where I needed to play this card and stop my opponent. So like I would cut this for the 4th negate and just play 2 and side the other 2. Very weak. I was really disappointed with the card. Best freaking card, Amelia Bonds. We playing Yu-Gi-Oh, guys. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. This sets up so many combos in my deck. Being able to like Monster Reborn anything that's red saying 3 or less is just insane. Like I said, Deacon Deep, SS3, Beco, so many good targets. Our other targets for the other effect, because a lot. This was mentioned to me by a local player. He had told me like, hey, why not run that card? I was like, why? Like, why? But it's like, bro, it's like a +1 just by itself. So like, why not? It's just a 5k combo power. It's very situational, but if you get foreseen hit and you have 2 of these and they only have 20k and they're trying to kill you with that card, like you just combo 2 of this and survive. It's very situational, but like it's just, I like having options with my decks. And then last but not least, I run 1 Overwhelm. Now I run this Overwhelm specifically because I love to play super aggressive and put them at 2, and then when my opponent is at 3 and I'm tapped out, they're more likely to take the damage because they think I don't have a finisher. So they're like, okay, what can you do? You have a whole bunch of cards in hand, but like there's no finisher that's free, that's double strike. And then I just play this and then just kill him, and it's just GG, my guy. But yeah, that was the deck, guys. I got 44th place. It was like 143 players, something like that, or 141 players. Matchups were like all really weird. I played U6 rounds 1 and 3. I played the mirror match. Shout outs to Eddie St. Hilaire. I played him. We drew round 4. I played against I played against Android. Shout outs to him. On round 5, I believe. Round 4. Round 5, I played against like Red Prison. I felt bad for the guy, like he had no shot. And then round 6, I fortunately was paired up with a teammate. It was game 3. I just managed to, clutch it out. So overall, good experience. I'm gonna continue playing the deck. So I'm gonna try to improve it more and see if I can incorporate new cards from the new set that's coming out in a couple weeks. So that's the video for today, guys. Hope you enjoy. Let us know what you guys think, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Team TBA is signing out.